Hey, what's up, everybody? So we are on the United States Mint 2022 product schedule, and we have some pretty big news today as it relates to these women's quarters, the P, the D, and the S rolls. Now, the demand for these quarters continues to amaze me. Like I said before on previous videos, this is something that I have just over the years have not paid much attention to. However, I probably should have been paying more attention to than I have in recent years. I mean, during the entire America the Beautiful series, I have not paid much attention to a lot of these clad products. And this is something that I probably should have paid more attention to. So the first thing that amazed me was with the Maya Angelou on drop day, how fast the red add to the bag button went away. It was only 2 minutes. That was a complete shock, and that was something that I just did not see coming, not whatsoever. So what that tells me is that most of these were eaten up by enrollments. The next thing that amazes me about the demand for these women's quarters is the fact that the enrollments about 2 weeks ago, I believe it was about 2 weeks ago, the enrollments for the P, the D, and the S went away. You can no longer enroll for the P, the D, and the S. I do believe you can still enroll for the P and D, but I have really no interest in buying just the P and the D rolls, because for me it's all about the S quarters. That's the only reason why I am buying these at all, is just for that S roll. So I do believe you can still enroll for everything else on here except for the P, the D, and the S. But like I said, I have no interest. Now here's the biggest thing that is amazing me about the demand for these quarters, and that is everything now has a limit. Now, big shout out to Son of a Silver Stacker, because I did not know about this until late last night when I had a premiere video, and in the comments on that premiere video, Son of a Silver Stacker said, "Did you see that these women's quarters now have a product limit?" And I believe this is a first. Now, I could be mistaken, because like I said, previously in previous years, I have not been looking at these quarters. I had no interest whatsoever in any clad quarters. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Is this a first that there has been a product limit on not just the P, the D, and the S, but everything now has a product limit? There's a product limit on the Philadelphia 100 coin bag, and the product limit is 1,860. There's a product limit on the D bag, You know how we all love D bags, and that product limit is the same thing, 1,860. There's a product limit on the P and D rolls, and that product limit is 5,940. And the product limit on the P, the D, and the S is 7,620. Now, with all that being said, the only thing I am interested in is the S roll. So the only thing that I'm enrolled in is the P, the D, and the S. If they sold all 7,620 of these that have a product limit of 7,620, the mintage, if they sold every bit of these, the mintage of the S quarters would be 304,800. And I believe currently, according to the sales of the Maya Angelou, the current mintage of the S quarters for the Maya Angelou is 303,040. So this would be a bit higher than those as a recording of this video, and that is if they sold every bit of these coins. That is if they sold all 7,620 according to the product limit. But that's not it. If we go to the enrollment, now the enrollment is showing that there's a product limit of 7,504. So I'm not sure if I'm looking at this right, but it looks like if you take the product limit of 7,504 of the enrollments, because this is just for the enrollment, so I'm assuming is that every bit of the 7,504 is accounted for as far as the enrollments. Now the overall total product limit is, if we go back to the original listing, is 7,620. So if we take the product limit for the enrollments, 7,504, and subtract that by 7,620, that leaves 116. Does that mean on drop day on March the 22nd for the P, the D, and the S roll, there's going to be a total of 116 of this product available on drop day? Am I looking at this correct? Let me know in the comment section below if you believe I'm looking at this correct. Is that the fact of what's going to happen is we're going to have 116 of these products available on drop day. The popularity of these clad coins, like I said, is continuing to amaze me, and my belief is the only reason why the United States Mint put a product limit on it is because they know about the demand, and they wanted to make sure that they were not going to sell any more than this. It's possible that they already had these made and they only made this many, and they want to make sure that they don't go over that because they're probably getting, in my opinion, they're probably getting overwhelmed by the enrollments and possibly by people hitting the remind me button. It's possible, and this is what my thought is, the amount of people who's hitting that remind me button may be exceeding that product limit and possibly the inventory that they already have made for this product. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody for watching. I definitely want to hear your opinions, your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Please smash that thumbs up button, and I will talk to you on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.